All right, it's time to learn the 8 ways to write better Instagram captions. But before we get into it, please make sure to hit that like or subscribe button. All right, welcome back, everybody. Hey, Heather here again. If you've been wondering how to write better Instagram captions, you're in the right place, my friend. Instagram captions are those little dynamic pieces of text that appear underneath your photo, your video, your IGTV. You know, they can be funny, clever, or downright emotional sometimes. Captions are the first thing that people are gonna read when they see your post, and it's what's gonna get your audience to click and read more. So the caption is the best way to bring some extra attention to your posts that may have otherwise been ignored or overlooked. And here's how you can write better Instagram captions today. So tip number 1, write a killer first line, all right? Hit them with the best first line that you've got. What does your audience want? How can you solve their problem? You can ask questions, write an intriguing statement, or give them a knock your socks off statistic. Statistics are great. You wanna grab their attention and give them the information they seek right there on that first line, which leads me to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is include call to actions. Yeah, call to actions, you wanna do this on every post. And you heard me right, every post you wanna include a call to action. It can be as simple as double tap if you agree, but the best CTA is to ask a specific question like, what's your favorite chocolate? Reese's Peanut Butter Cups if you're asking, thank you. So you wanna ask people to visit your website, subscribe to your YouTube channel, and heck, ask them to make a purchase. Now, all of these things require links, but as you know, Instagram only allows for one link in your bio, but never fear, if you're sending the reader to your bio link and you have more than one link for them to consider, maybe use Linktree or another third-party link creator. That way you can have more than one link right there in your bio. All right, tip number 3, let's talk about brand voice. You wanna use your brand voice to tell a story just like you speak, okay? And you don't wanna be too formal here. You wanna be fun. And one way to do this is to add emojis, and grammar be damned, all right? You wanna be authentic. You wanna tell your authentic story that's gonna connect with your audience. You can write short stories, or if you spin a longer narrative, you wanna make sure to format it correctly, which is tip number 4. All right, tip number 4, post formatting. Let's talk about this. For longer pieces of copy on Instagram, you're gonna wanna add, paragraphs and line breaks so that you don't have like one huge long block of text. A lot of text that isn't properly formatted, it's gonna send your audience scrolling, guaranteed. So there are free tools out there that can help you with line breaks, and you can check out our blog for more. All right, tip number 5, niche hashtags. All right, we know that we want to use hashtags for potential new followers to find and connect with us, but we need to focus on niche hashtags where you're going to find a more engaged audience instead of, competing with hashtags that has a million posts around it. So here with your hashtags, you want to add them at the end of your caption, okay? You don't want to put them in the first comment anymore. You want to put them at the end of the caption, and make sure you put a line break in there. And then the current trend is to use up to 8 hashtags. Before you could use up to 30, and you still can do that, but really industry standard, try to narrow them down to the 8 best. All right, moving right along to tip number 6. What you want to do is choose 2 to 3 themes for posts to keep your audience engaged and coming back for more. This also keeps you narrowed and focused, and it gives you like your pillar pieces of content. Keeps you consistent, okay? It shows your audience what to expect from you as they return for more of the same. And a great way to create well-written copy is to carve out some time to write a week's worth of posts if you can. And the best time to do this is when you're feeling most inspired and in the flow. And when you're in that state, get in the zone and write. Then we have tip number 7, tagging accounts. According to HubSpot, around 60% of posts tag other users. And it's no wonder. It helps with organic reach. So when someone is tagged, they receive a notification and can comment or share your post. And it's gonna appear on their followers' feeds. But remember, when you tag others, it should make sense for the post. So don't randomly start tagging accounts. That's considered spamming. And finally, tip number 8, cross promote. Now, we talked about this before, and this is a big one that we use for our clients all the time. This is where you send your followers to like you on other social channels, and on your other networks, you ask them to follow you on your Instagram feed, and that's called cross pollination. So captions are one of the best ways to engage your followers. A good caption can make or break an Instagram post. So it's worth dedicating some time and effort to writing them. And if you need help developing better captions, schedule a 30-minute call with us today. We're former television and radio content creators who know how to drive engagements across all of your channels. So if you need some help, click the link and book a strategy session with us. And if there's any other tips you use when crafting your captions, please let us know. I'd love to hear and learn how you guys are doing it out there. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Happy posting, and we'll see you next time.